It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the versatile Deebo Samuel. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Commanders and the Browns, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. And just like that, the season has reached October. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. So here they come now to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a guy coming off a pair of shortened seasons. The former Pro Bowler now in his 8th year, Deshaun Watson.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Through the 35. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Play action, it's Watson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. He gets this one to Myers. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Third and long for him here. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And there's certainly still people talking about the game. The buzz is real. He posted unbelievable numbers last week. Even his passing numbers continue to rise league-wide. He reached heights rarely flown to in league history. It took volume, sure, to get him there, but also an eagle eye to see everything out there perfectly. He and the rest of us, we can only hope that he comes close to seeing that kind of production today.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. At the 38. On first down, here's Daniels. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Going to the ground again on first. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Finding Judy. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
No one around. He's got space. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Folk with a point after. And the Browns go up 10-zip here in the first. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well. After drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate. Every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. You just need to start to see those chains moving.
Diving, it looks close. They say he got it. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Now Daniels off the play action. Throw complete to Sinnott. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Still sticking with the pass. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Daniels from the pistol. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's the peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Got for big yards on the right side. They got 24 yards on the play. And the command. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your court. find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Offense in the hurry up now. Third down give to Robinson. And they take him down after just a small gain on the... Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. We'll see what they choose to do. It's 4th and real short inside the red zone. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm, but it was his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks and may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
Robinson goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. Daniels leading the hurry up. This time it's a passing play. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it! And that's a Washington touchdown! So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Browns send Jerome Ford ready to begin another drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Another one for Ford. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Watson. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, Watson. Finds Judy near the sideline. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Watson now off play action. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. The throw is caught. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Sticking to the air with Watson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but they never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick by Gano is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Play fake here, Daniels. Buying some time left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's now third down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Commanders. With a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. Let's see what they went with on third down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Daniels on first down. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has it down close. Touchdown, Washington. Point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Watson to the air. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kit, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day. As a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning trap. 300 feet in the air, he hummed that baseball to gun down the runner at home plate. The difference here in football, yeah, you throw that ball up, that DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a play. That is just incredible defensive football.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Out of the gun, Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. He's trying to go deep again. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So halftime has to wait one more snap. That pass interference call means we've got an untimed down coming up. The kick by Gano is good. And they've taken back the lead. So that's halftime here in this one. The Browns on the road, but currently in front. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it.
No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Commanders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
1st and 10. Here's Watson. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Look at that time for Deontay Johnson. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. Got a man, it's Njoku. Dukes out a one-stop. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And not his best punt here. He drives it several... And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. Off the mark there, incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Again, Daniels to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And that's a Washington touchdown. Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders jump in front now by 5. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And it flies. It's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Commanders pick this one up. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Here's Robinson. And he drives it forward for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Commanders capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Jayden Daniels with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders push the lead up to 12. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Staying on the ground with Ford. Through the 2nd level at the 40. Inside the 20. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. One after by Folk is up and good. And the Browns trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Daniels. He lets a heater go deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Forbes hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Commanders pick this one up. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's trying another one deep. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
He's looking deep once again. This is brought in at the 15. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow their lead off the turnover. Gay with the point after. And the Commanders push the lead up to 12. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. A give up the middle to Ford. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go. Watson now off play action. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. From the gun, Watson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. Working from the gun, Watson. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. On the slant, complete to Johnson. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. Folk with a point after. And the Browns trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. A very... Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the deep.
They did it! He made the interception! That is Eddie Jackson. And the Browns have some new life in the 4th. First down, ball at the 36. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one complete to Njoku. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. They want to run it across. And he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the 4th. Now a field goal would only tie this game. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, it's certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Daniels on 1st down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's loaded another one up. Wide open, downfield. Got it! Touchdown, Washington. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in... Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Ford running to the right. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He finds Brown right side. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Play fake here, Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A give left side. Here's Robinson. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Got a man. Robinson has it. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Daniels leading hurry up. They go play action on 1st. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. Now Daniels off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. Catch made underneath by back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And they take him down at the 24-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. To throw. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll look to throw it. Finding Judy. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it.